everyone, Heather Golden back again for Technology in Motion. Today we're doing something really cool. We're hanging out in our Wellness and Health Promotion program to talk about a DEXA machine. So we're going to figure out where all those cheeseburgers and ice cream sundaes are now sitting on my body that I've consumed over the years. And to talk about that more, we have Chris here with us. All right, Chris, so tell us what this DEXA machine is all about and what it does for us.
Well, let's start with what DEXA stands for. So that's Dual Energy X-Ray Absorptiometry Machine, roughly speaking. That's a lot to say, and I'm not going to say it again because I'll get caught up too. But point being that usually in a clinical setting, they'll use this for bone density mainly, although these tools have had the technology and capability to do a pretty comprehensive body composition measure. So for our program, that's what we tend to use it for, is body composition, because clinically they wouldn't use it for that very often. Other than that, it's for our students, what we tend to do is we allow them to do body composition on this one because it's fairly accurate. We can, the technology now is such that this rivals underwater weighing as far as being the gold standard for body composition. So we get some really accurate results as far as body composition is concerned.
Great.
Yes. So you're going to know what your body fat percentage is. You're going to know where that body fat lies.
I need to do some crunches really
quick.
Hold on.
And so she's probably been dieting for a week, I would imagine already, right?
I'm feeling really weak.
But that's, that's part of what people go through. They get a little bit nervous about where this, where their body fat lies, what they're going to find, and what their actual body fat percentage is. And the other thing that we do within the program is we measure a tool like this against some things you might use at home. So like when you step on a scale, sometimes they'll give you BMI, they'll give you body fat too, and those scales aren't really all that accurate. So a tool like this will help us validate really what a person has for body composition. So like I said, you can talk through the process. If at any time you feel uncomfortable or want to stop, just let me know. So the one thing we do not use this machine for is to diagnose any health concerns, health issues, bone issues, because we don't want to get into that. It's just a matter of, here it is. This is your bone density, or this is your body fat percent, and we kind of leave it at that. Although we do send most individuals away with a printout so that they can use that information to plan their workout routines or their weight loss routines, and it's been really effective. So typically what we do too is once you get your assessment, we talk about the results. So that's where some of the health coaching comes in when people need it. I usually put the color map up. Color mapping wise, yeah. Color mapping wise, the green is typically the most dense tissue. So you can see right around your bones, musculature wise, bone density wise. The red is an area of mostly fat tissue, higher percentage of fat tissue. But you're not trending any different than most females would. So that's typically we would see from the female population. Males might be a little bit different. That red might shift up a little bit higher depending on their body composition. So that's where we start, is just taking a look at the color code. And then when we get over here, so let's start with densitometry, which is your bone density. So considering your age and your weight and your health status, which is why we asked about ethnicity originally. So it categorized you with a bone density, which means that it took into account the bone density at your both hips and the lower lumbar area. And being in the green shows that you're okay, so that you're in a good state for that. So being female, that's one thing that we would coach around, is making sure that you know where you stand as far as a bone density to avoid osteopenia, osteoporosis, those kind of things. Okay. Then we'd move into composition, and then from a body composition, the first thing it's going to do is going to give you a BMI based on your height and weight. So this is off of the World Health Organization BMI classification. So your BMI, according to their charts, is within the normal range, which is good. So that's a great place to start. So 20.2 kilograms per meter squared is how that's reported. As far as body fat is concerned, then we jump down here to total body fat, which is at 20.7. So for your age and gender, you're doing really well in that area. So from a student standpoint, the students get to see that, they get to experience that firsthand, and then they start to get to see, if they do multiple scans on different people, you can see how different everybody is. And you can't necessarily connect health to fat status sometimes, because you can have an athlete who has high body fat percent, but they're really got a good VO2, all that kind of stuff. So Everybody's a little bit different, but for your particular purposes, you take this information, do what you would like with it. Questions from your perspective? We went through a lot really quickly, so.
I'm just glad I'm in the normal range.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Well, thanks for hanging out with us today in our wellness and health promotion program. To learn more, check us out on the website, nwtc.edu. Just search for the program, and it'll bring up more information. So until next time, thanks again.
So.
I screwed it up first.
That's okay. I was like, all right, there's your
something
segue.
else. I was like, I know his name is Chris. I know it is.
There's
Red light's not.
Red light.
All right. Bye. See ya.